Okay, our second grid drawing demo video is going to get us started on the actual drawing. Now, the one thing I've already mapped out is the size of my drawing. There's the 1L, there's the other, and it's a 6 by 6 square. Now I count up 1, 2 squares. So right here is my starting square. 1, 2. Now, I want to place the viewfinder over the top so it isolates the first square that I'm working on. And then holding the pencil in the middle and using short sketchy lines, I'm ready to begin. So here we go. I'll start by using my square and decide where I want to be on the picture. And there's the outline of it. I'll darken it in a little bit so you can see it. Okay, there we have our outline. And now I'm going to work on some of the inner details like the nostril. It's right up here next to the edge of the square. It makes kind of a teardrop shape. So I'm going to sketch that in. Up like that. And we have a little bit of a line under here. Then we have the lips right here. And there's a darker area here. Now we're going to start shading. So with light lines, I'm going to start putting my shadow in. Not real dark, always going one direction. Looks like I'm going back and forth, but I'm really only pulling down. Also going to shade around the nostril a little bit. I'm going to go one direction again. Now the edge has a bit of a shadow on it. Put that in. There's a little bit more of a shadow underneath the mouth. Right here. Okay, and then we have a little more shadow here. Then we have a light shaded area around the lips. And it's a little darker right here. Now, I do have more work to do on this nose. Do a little bit here. But I'm ready to move on to my next square. Now, before I move, I put a little X on the photocopy, letting me know where I've already been. Now, I'm going to slide back, and I'm going to draw the rest of the mouth that's in this little square. This one won't take very long because it's kind of a small square. Now there's a part of the horse that's in the background, but I'm leaving that out since I'm not going to draw that part of the drawing. Now, I'm going to move back to my original square. I'm going to put an X here. Lets me know where I'm at. I'm going to go back to my original square and I'm going to move up. So that's right here. And I just real carefully hold the pencil at the middle or the back. Bring it up to about here. So I want to look and say the nose cuts through the middle of this square here. Now there's a vein here, it looks like. It runs in the face a little bit. A little bit of a shadow along this edge. Now we're going to keep working we go. And that looks pretty good. There looks like there's a little bit of line over the nostril right here. Now I'm going to move up one more. From here, I'm going to go right into this corner. Okay, it goes directly into the corner of that square. Make a little mark. And as I come up, the line changes and dips in a little, comes back out and goes into that corner. Now I'm going to shade here along the edge, still going one direction, still holding the pencil in the middle. Put a little bit of shadow in here. Okay, and we're doing pretty good. And now I'm going to put a little X here to let me know that I've already been there. I'm going to slide over, and here's the eye. Now this whole square right there is where the eye is. So come in, there's a little bit of a line right here, and the eye starts right in here with a light line where the socket kind of is. Then there's a thin, darker line right there. Okay, and then another line here. And then the actual line for the eyeball is right here. And it hooks around like this. The eye comes up like so. There's a small line there. Now we're going to have to work on our shading here. That's where we make our horse look like it's supposed to look. Not with different lines, but with different values for shading. That'll give us the three-dimensional look we're hoping for. Alright, there's part of my eye. There's a little bit of a shadow here. There we go. We got some shadows up in here that are kind of dark, going one direction again. It's always important to hold the pencil in the middle to keep your hand from getting on your drawing. Keeps you from smudging things. This has a pretty good sized shadow right here. And our horse is starting to take shape. We're going to put some shadows in right here, just real lightly. We can always go back and clean things up. Then we go like this, up into here, and we're doing pretty well. Our horse is coming along. And I think that's where we'll end this section of the video. And we will come back and do another segment.